Yeah. This is a Gimme 5 show with Jay Walker and Tiffany. Yeah. You gon' have to give me 5 fingers on it. Right now,
I'm all excited. You see that?
Wait until they see the strength and here to win. It's Black College Live, I'ma need 5 on it.
This is what it's all about.
Overtime on it. Lights out.
I'm gonna put him in the front runner seat to be the Black College Player of the Year.
This ain't for fun, I've been going done, they be still trying to clone it. From FAMU to Grambling, I'm on it. Stand on it, marching 100 how you want it.
We always like to highlight the fraternities and sororities.
119!
What I wanna, big body, I don't even need a sponsor.
Homeboy was balling.
Second comma at the comma, kiss a guy with good karma. I get it different, I be working on my off day.
Gimme 5 Black College Live is presented by Pepsi.
What it do? It's a chilly start here from Greensboro, North Carolina. Welcome in to Gimme 5 Black College Live. Jay Walker, Tiffany Greene. We're on the campus of North Carolina A&T State University. It's cold, Jay.
No, it's not cold. This is football weather. This is championship football weather. Now, the girls from Greensboro, they don't seem as cold as the girls from Florida. So, if that plays out, that's going to be trouble.
All right, 5 things you need to know coming up.
What we got?
Show. We got HBCU power rankings.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to hear
Give me
what
one.
you have to say. We'll hear from both coaches. They're kind enough
Give me
to
2.
grace us on this show. We love to hear from the fraternities and sororities, so
Give me 3.
we like it.
Give me 3.
Plus, give me 5 and the game
4.
preview and prediction.
That's Give Me 5.
All right,
Black
so
College Live here in Greensboro.
Let's jump right into it, as this is the
Can we talk some football?
crux of the season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A big one on the line here today from Greensboro, but more importantly, there's some hot teams that you might want to keep your eye out on this weekend, starting with a bordering state school in South Carolina State.
Wow, head coach Buddy Pugh's got the Bulldogs in contention. Right now, there are 3 teams that still have a chance at making it to the Celebration Bowl, and you have to give credit to the job that Buddy Pugh has done. A year ago, I don't think there was a coach in the conference that was more on the hot seat than he was. What did he do? Like an old dog, he learned a new trick, and he is balling down there. Offensively, they've got firepower that they have not had in quite some time. Give credit to South Carolina State, one of my surprise football teams this football year.
And we were kicking it in Grambling last weekend, and they stunned Alcorn State in overtime. The Tigers, you better watch out for them.
You have to. Broderick Frobs has done his best job of coaching since he's been down there at Grambling. This team is different than all the other teams he's had. He had to piece them together, and for the first time in a long time, Grambling's team has a championship caliber defense. They beat up on people. If the offense can show up just a little bit more, look out Southern University. They've been on cruise control, but the G-men from Grambling are back, a surprise team because we thought they were done.
There are several teams within the SWAC that you want to keep your eye on. The question is, how will Alcorn State bounce back as they host Alabama A&M?
Well, I think the state of Mississippi comes into play this week. Right now, Mississippi is on fire, so you're going to have Alcorn hosting Alabama A&M. Now, the one thing we know Alabama A&M can do, if they do nothing else, they can put points on the scoreboard. That's just what Cornell Maynard does. He scores points. The defense is very suspect. Alcorn has the #1 defense in the SWAC, going against the #1 passing offense in the conference. I always say this, on any given Sunday in college football, you give me a quarterback that can throw the football, I'll give you a team that has a chance of pulling off an upset.
You're sticking with the Magnolia State. You talk about Jackson State and Southern. Jalen Jones has looked strong. He's emerged, and he split some time with Derek Ponder, but now he's coming on.
I think they figured out a Jackson State, and it took them a while. They've always had a good defense, but you've got Jalen Jones, the transfer quarterback, starting to be an impact player, but also D.D. Bowie. We watch D.D. Bowie. He's one of the best wide receivers in the conference. They don't get him the football enough. Jackson State better buckle up. And Southern University, I got you on upset alert. You're going down to Jackson State, team with nothing to play for except for their pride. They were done weeks ago. I've got Southern University on upset alert going down to Jackson, Mississippi. No easy place for a game.
All right, so Mississippi will be hot, but also the HBCU power rankings. They're continuing to heat up. And Jay, what you got this week?
Oh, man. Number one, so I put an asterisk there. I'm giving it to Florida A&M. The Rattlers, they have the best record. They've done a good job. I know these folks from Bethune-Cookman don't want to hear that, but give credit where credit is due. They've won the game they've had to, but however, they haven't really had to play a game with any pressure. See, they know that they can't make it to the postseason, so I got to take that into consideration. Number two, Alcorn State. Alcorn coming off a tough loss. Their only conference losses to a surging Grambling State team. Fred McNair's team still controls their own destiny with a path to the SWAC championship game, so I'm going Alcorn too. Number three, we're here in Greensboro, North Carolina. Despite the loss, you're still the number 3 team in the HBCU power ranking. The simple fact of the matter is, if the Aggies win out, they're going to the Celebration Bowl. You control your own destiny. That's getting it done. Number 4, Southern. Southern has the best chance at making it to the SWAC championship game from the west side of the division. Dawson Odoms, your team better play well. You're on upset alert. And number 5, I talked about them being a sleeper program. I'm going with South Carolina State University. Right now, they've got their tough games already behind them. They've made it through unscathed, went on the road, got a tough victory against Bethune-Cookman, lost to A&T. Buddy Pugh's squad is there. On the bubble, I want to give them some love. You're undefeated. I don't care what you're ranked. I'm going to put you there. On the bubble, I'm going Bowie State.
Okay.
How about Bowie State? The back-to-back championship seasons, they're doing a good job there. So that's what I got for my power ranking. What you say about that? What you say about that, Rattler? Are you happy for it, Brad?
Because these are Jay's power rankings. You let us know every week they're Jay's power rankings. If you want to talk about it more, hit us up on Black College Live on all social platforms. We'll be back with more from Greensboro, North Carolina. North Carolina A&T. It's going down.
Stick and stay with Tiffany and Jay. They'll be right back after these messages.
Shot now, yo. Turn it out. Oh, yeah. Shot, real smooth.
This December 21st, the best in HBCU football will collide in Atlanta at the Celebration Bowl. MEAC versus SWAC. Champion versus champion. Only one team will rise above the rest and claim the coveted Celebration Bowl trophy. Come join the celebration at Mercedes-Benz Stadium this December. For more information, visit thecelebrationbowl.com.
Coming through on this week's Celebration Bowl Star Watch, shout out to the quarterback for South Carolina State University, Corey Fields, 18 of 29 for 333 yards. But get this, 7 touchdowns. That's not only a school record, that ties for second most in MEAC history. He was balling. His favorite target, Demontrez Burrows, who also racked up MEAC Offensive Player of the Week honors. Corey Fields, he may have solidified that starting QB role. Finally, this late in the season, the MEAC Rookie of the Week and FCS Freshman of the Week. He is our Celebration Bowl Star Watch player.
It's about to go right now. It's about to go. 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 It's about to go right now. You.
Welcome back to Black College Live here on the campus of North Carolina A&T. We came here for a football game, and now it's time for our Coach's Corner presented by the Celebration Bowl. Joining me now, head coach of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats, Terry Sims. Coach Sims, you're coming in here on the road, everything's on the table. Lose, postseason basically over with. What's your mindset going to today's contest?
Well, I mean, it's just what you said. I've told the team all week, it's win or go home. If you don't win today, you don't have anything else going. And we're not worried about the next game or what's going on after this. We have to take care of business today in Greensboro.
I have to ask you this question. A week ago, you guys were sitting pretty with a nice record. How do you get your team to rebound coming off that loss at Delaware State last week?
Well, the one good thing about the young guys these days, they have short memories. So we're not even concerned about what's going on or what went on last week. We're concerned about the game today.
When I watch Bethune-Cookman play, speed all across the field, but you have a special talent in terms of Jimmy Robinson and Akevius Williams, your quarterback. How do you implement them in today's game?
We're going to have to carry them off the field today. We're going to put the ball in their hands as many times as possible.
And then from a defensive standpoint, you got Marcus Ford and Hendricks and those guys flying around. What's been the key to your successful defensive run you've had?
Just a lot of guys that they love to play the game for each other. They love to play with each other. I think that's something special that we have with our defense. These guys just love to play.
Now, I got to ask you this just because I'm a football guy. This is football weather, but it's not Florida weather. How do your guys adjust to it?
We're going to go play the game. They have to play in the same weather we play in. It is football weather. We have guys from the north just like they have guys from the south. We just got to line up and play ball.
How about your cheerleaders? They going to make it through 4 quarters of this win? And then the last question I ask you, what would it mean for Bethune-Cookman University to win out and have a chance at playing in the Celebration Bowl?
I think it would mean the same thing would mean to any coach. We know that our coaches work hard, our players work hard, our administration work hard, and our cheerleaders. Everyone works hard to help us move forward in what we're trying to do. So it would mean the world for us to win out and go to the Celebration Bowl. But we have to take care of business today in order for that to happen.
You heard it. They got to take it a game at a time. For Bethune-Cookman, one of the few teams that still has a chance to have their season start in Atlanta in the MEAC SWAC Challenge, and they would love for it to end in Atlanta for the Celebration Bowl. We'll have more from Greensboro when we come back. On the other side, we'll hear from North Carolina A&T head football coach Sam Washington, and we return to Jimmy 5 Black College Live.
Stick and stay with Tiffany and Jay. They'll be right back after these messages.
It's MEAC football season, and things are about to get wild. Could the Aggies bury the Bison? Or will the Bears make a run at the ratings board? Will the Rattlers strike before the Bulldogs bite? Will the Eagles sink their talents into the title, or feel the Hornets sting? Could the Wildcats wrap their jaws around victory, or will the Spartans win out in the hunt? It's the road to the 2019 Celebration Bowl. May the wildest team win.
Go Aggies! Go Aggies! Go Aggies! Go Aggies! Go Aggies! Go! Go! Go Aggies! Go! Go Aggies! Go Aggies! Go Aggies! Go Aggies! Go! We are the best! Let's go Aggies!
All right, welcome back into the Coach's Corner presented by the Celebration Bowl. We're sitting next to North Carolina A&T State University head coach Sam Washington. And Coach, your team was in a similar position last year where they had to win out in order to get back to Atlanta. What did you learn from last year that helps your team in this situation?
Well, in this situation, I think you play one play at a time, one game at a time, and it may be reduced to one play at a time. Every play is important.
In terms of bouncing back from last week, what was this week of practice like for you all? How spirited was it, and how ready are you guys?
Well, I thought they did a wonderful job bouncing back. The energy was great. The effort was good, and I think we paid a lot more attention to details.
In terms of your defense, the number one defense in the MEAC and also among the tops in FCS, how do you slow down their playmakers, their dual threat quarterback for Bethune-Cookman and Akevius Williams, and their superstar, Jimmy Robinson?
Well, that's yet to be seen. But what we're really going to try to do is just keep him inside the pocket and see if we can force him to throw the ball rather than take off running with it.
And in terms of, we heard from Coach Sims say, look, we're going to give Jimmy Robinson the ball. Is that the same mindset for John May Martin?
Absolutely, absolutely. Last week he only carried the ball 15 times, and we want to double that this week.
In terms of the elements, right? This is football weather, and sometimes the elements play a factor. How will that affect today's game?
Well, I don't think it affects us, very much at all. I think the way you neutralize speed is with power and being physical. So we'll get shoot to shoot, foot to foot, and run it right at them.
Lastly, how motivated and hungry is your team to get back to Atlanta for the Celebration Bowl?
Very. It's extremely. We start this season, with that goal at mind and at heart. And we're going to do all we can to reach that goal.
All right, we appreciate it. Coach Washington from North Carolina A&T. Good luck today. We'll be back with more from 85 Black College Live.
Gimme 5 Black College Live is presented by Pepsi.
It's MEAC football season, and things are about to get wild. Could the Aggies bury the Bison? Or will the Bears make a run at the ratings board? Will the Rattlers strike before the Bulldogs bite? Will the Eagles sink their talents into the title or feel the Hornets sting? Could the Wildcats wrap their jaws around victory, or will the Spartans win out in the hunt? It's the road to the 2019 Celebration Bowl. May the wildest team win.
Welcome back in to 55 Black College Live, presented by Pepsi. Jay Walker and Tiffany Greene with you. The Aggie cheerleaders decided to stay with us for a little bit longer as we get into something that's special and near to you. You were a Hall of Fame inductee into the MEAC.
Yes, MEAC Hall of Fame,
I'm surprised
2019. I should have worn my purple jacket.
Yeah.
You know, yes.
Well, that's all good.
That's all right.
Well, a couple of Aggies made the list in this 2020 class, along with a Wildcat. We shout out all 5 of them, and Christopher McNeil, Carnell Maynard, who was a great quarterback here for North Carolina A&T, Jana Millen, along with Alvin Wyatt. And
Shine.
Great, yeah.
Shine Wyatt.
Yeah.
Chris McNeil was a baller. He actually won the Buchanan Award when he was here. Carnell Maynard, MEAC Player of the Year twice. Not quite as good a quarterback as Jay Walker, but he was a pretty good one. That's why he's going in a year later. And then you talk about Alvin Shine Wyatt, Bethune-Cookman. Who did it better on the sideline?
You hear me? Clean as a whistle.
And then Quinn Gray. Quinn Gray led that era, that Billy Joe era, when the Rattlers were striking, and they were striking, and they were striking again. So give credit. Congratulations, y'all. Welcome to my club.
You just wanted to say that.
Membership has
but you know what? It's a special club, and definitely congratulations to all. Now we get into the segment that we always love. Give me 5. On the campus of North Carolina A&T State University. What you got, Jay?
I'm going to see if these ladies say if I did my job right. And I think I know what I'm doing, ladies, but tell me if I got this right. 5 things you need to know about North Carolina A&T, all right, particularly with the football. Number 5, what do y'all say around here? Let me get Aggie Pride on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Aggie Pride!
It's real. They believe in that Aggie Pride. I mean, they like brainwash you the moment you get here. The Aggie Pride is real. How about this? Number 4, there are currently 4 NFL players in the National Football League that came from North Carolina A&T. In the last 3 years, they've had somebody drafted. Consecutive years, that's a fantastic job. Tariq Cohen, Daryl Johnson, Brandon Parker. Not going to forget about my man McCray as well.
Correct.
Number 3, they think they own Atlanta. 3 Celebration Bowl victories, and they think they're going back to Atlanta this year as well. Give credit, 3-time HBCU national champions winning the Celebration Bowl. Number 2, what's that second best homecoming they got? The second best homecoming, that's why the number 2 is G-Ho. G-Ho. Behind Howard University, they have the second best homecoming out there. So G-Ho is number 2, right when we're and number one, I give you credit, and I think you can get rid of the word largest. You can make it the hottest HBCU in the country. Not only are they the largest HBCU, but North Carolina A&T is hot. They lead in enrollment, they lead in football. They even got my daughter that goes here to A&T, so that's how hot North Carolina A&T is.
Shout out to the Aggies for the win on that one.
Yeah, they won that one. Yeah, they won that one. And on the bubble, give it up. They got to pay homage. They have 1 Pro Football Hall of Famer, and that is Elvin Bethea. So those are the 5 things you need to know about North Carolina A&T. Did I get it right, ladies?
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
No, y'all should say no.
I got it right. I got it right.
If you call yourself the greatest
G-Ho is number 2.
then you need to say
They call themselves that, but it ain't. Howard homecoming is special.
You know what? Who y'all play for, G-Ho? Howard.
Let's go to break. Let's go to break. Time to go to break.
See, consistent right.
Aggie Pride. All right, I like that. Can I get Aggie Pride on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Aggie Pride.
I love that.
We'll be back with more on Give Me 5 Black College Live. The Deltas, the amazing Alpha New chapter is coming through.
Baker is the only way.
Gimme 5 Black College Live is presented by Pepsi.
Everybody clap your hands. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out. Oh, yeah. Cha-cha, real smooth.
This December 21st, the best in HBCU football will collide in Atlanta at the Celebration Bowl. MEAC versus SWAC. Champion versus champion. Only one team will rise above the rest and claim the coveted Celebration Bowl trophy. Come join the celebration at Mercedes-Benz Stadium this December. For more information, visit thecelebrationbowl.com.
It's time for Black College Live with your host, Jay Walker and Tiffany Greene.
Cash money records taking over for the 99 and 2000. Jay, they're trying to back that thing up here on Black College Live.
That's how you come on my show. That's how you come on Give Me 5 Black College Live. Bring a little rhythm with you. Delta Sigma Theta.
Shouting out the amazing Alpha Mu chapter of Delta Sigma Theta. You heard in their step that they are about sisterhood, scholarship, public service, and they know how to get down a little bit too, huh?
And founded on the campus of.
Yeah.
Founded on the campus of.
We don't have to shout them out anymore, Jay. Thank you to the
great
ladies
job, ladies.
of the amazing
Can I get a
chapter. Wait a minute, are you supposed to do that? Is that allowed?
I just like to motivate, I don't know if I don't know the rules, that was me, 5 me.
All right, Jay, we have tried to take in all factors of the HBCU tailgate experience, the Black college experience. Now we got to talk some football.
Thank
get
you.
into it. I know
Can
you
I talk football? You want to talk all this other stuff? I like to get to the game. We're here for a game, Tiff.
Look, this is for all the marbles. There's a lot at stake today with Bethune-Cookman and North Carolina A&T.
It is, and I think you have to figure out who can win. Obviously, I don't predict the game. We got Coach Chef that's going to come bring us some food with the prediction, but before he gets to that, I just like to say, how can you win? So if you're Bethune-Cookman, here's why I think Bethune-Cookman can win. I think that they have the 2 fastest football players on the field, Akevius Williams and Jimmy Robinson. They can motor. They're special players. If they can get as many touches, and especially for Williams, the quarterback, he needs to take over. He's a senior. His career's coming to an end. He needs to take over and be the dominating force that he can be. And then you ask yourself about North Carolina A&T. They may have the best football player in this game in Jermaine Martin. Martin's special. He's got to get touches. We talked to both coaches. They say whichever stars show up the best, those are the teams that have the best chance at victory. I think A&T wants to run the football. Their passing game has been challenged at times, and I think that Bethune-Cookman wants to run the football, but they want to run it on the ground. They want to spread you out. So with that being said, can the speed show up in these conditions? North Carolina A&T probably has been the better team all season, but in this game right here, I'm just thinking Bethune has a chance. And what do we say about Bethune-Cookman?
They play up.
They play up and they play down. They can play with anybody, and we'll see what they can get done today. But enough of what I got to say. I'm hungry.
All right,
I'm hungry.
Coach Chef, we need some grub on in here.
And Coach Chef, you're like go around the camera, go around the shot, go around the shot. Now Coach Chef.
This is a familiar face coming.
Oh wow!
Chef, we thank you.
Oh
thank
goodness gracious!
Daughter Jenny.
My daughter Sweet Pea wearing an Aggie sweatshirt on my show.
Paying Aggie tuition.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Rub it in. It's a family affair here on Black College Live.
So Coach. You heard it all there. You're 500 on the year. Yes. You're 500 on the year. You've been picking with emotion a lot of times, and that's cost you. It's A&T, Bethune-Cookman. Who's going to win the game?
With this weather today, I'm going to have to go with the Aggies of North Carolina A&T.
Oh, man.
So Coach Chef says they control their own destiny and have an opportunity to get one game closer to the Celebration Bowl if they can take down the Wildcats. But you know what?
Yeah, his food has been better than his predictions this year. I'll give him that. The food's been good every week.
Clowning, man. We have had a wonderful time here on Gimme 5 Black College Live from Greensboro. Jay Walker, Tiffany Greene saying, so long for another show.
Aggie pride!
Yeah. This is a Gimme 5 show with Jay Walker and Tiffany. Yeah. You gon' have to give me 5 fingers on it right now. Wait until they see the strength and here to win. It's Black College Live, I'ma need 5 on it. If they put overtime on it, lights out.